6 rings like a mic. I got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. So let's go to shoot with the air's nice. And let's just get on in paradise. She just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna, the 2023 Madonna. I mean, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. My Brooklyn, cause he shot rock, shot, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw down on the underground, we thriving. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex for they ready. See, we really don't ride nobody with, we the ones who started with. Translation, yami at the bar, yani at the hits. This goes so hard, they want the obstacle with it, That's how you know we lit. So we at the top and we never gon' stop. Up in the ghost, I'ma get crazy. I just got hooked on a jet and I'm robbing. I'm winning out, I'm the alarm. I be on go cause I come on the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. How will I say I cut out the lot? Shot back, Timmer, in the cut like I feel on Santana. Who's you best and I hop in the band of the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping no rock. I'm a roller, I ain't counting them socks. I'm up in the hills, I'm full of them, ready at night. Who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi Rollie, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I feel these swine. Son of Jacob, biblical, my photo. God, save money, ground up in the gutter where they found us. Songs in the fake road rush, more vacays, more walks, more race, more Ford trucks, more on the tour bus, more pork cup, toast to the world, throw it up.
I got some true stories to tell. You may feel sad, but they still lie. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white lines, take off the lyric derby, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave memes, this is real world off top. Take off the idols, take off the runway, take off the contacts, take off the phones on pay, 5 days pay, take a couple million on 5 o'clock. Take off the false wall, take off the soft shell, take off the cop, the dog tag, take off the hardware, take off the one short, take off the solutions on the right, take off the fake deal, take off the fake wall, take off the homework, cocaine, take off the gossip, take off the new logic, info, rich and rich, take off the shit mill, take off the dojo, take off the banking bag, take all the business, off that, what do you have?
You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping like that. You out of pocket. Who you feeling? Talk about who you feeling? The word is no panic, the women is Spanish, the men don't know what to run. Profit, don't take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making them out of following us. This ain't what money watching for love. This ain't what not me, y'all get out. Jumping up with all my descendants, they come in my shit and say, yeah, you real. I'm done with the sisters, taking their personal. I'm done with the black and the white. I'm done with the white. The whole change, because I know the feelings they can't keep me. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping like that. Who you feeling? Talk about who you feeling? Serving up clubs, dancing in the drop. Hella to the big step, but never lose account. Venting in the safe house, venting in the safe. Can I wait till I get my dollars? Looks like I got some cool, I can spit on my face. Can't hold this when you're with a woman, the family, someone with what I make. Murder his second, looking for the acting, the government taxing my cousin, no fake. Give me some tricks in the fist, when I'm breaking, look at my reaction, my business is skate. Tell me what you do for stage. Show them, when you show your growth, what they say? What community feel they don't really want further? What they say? What community feel they don't really want further?
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we start the midseason with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 short. They'll run for him. Chubb. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Maurice Hurst providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On play action, now Carr. That one into the hands of Shepard downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Carr going to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Carr going to go on 4th down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Touchdown! That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who's going to look at the result? Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Johnson will return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Wilson will throw again. This pass on target, Velus-Jones with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Wilson. pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. He hit his first, now this from 43. This is up and good for Pinheiro. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals. Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have one bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The same outcome on 3 straight plays. All runs of 4 yards. The last one gets him a first down. Now they'll throw with Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Well, that's complete to Shepard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr across the formation. He finds Godwin. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play, forcing him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now Carr. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson's throw taken in by Diggs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. To throw again is Wilson. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Down inside the 10. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers! George Kittle from 10 yards out. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 37.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Complete to Nick Chubb. A gain of 15. And will take 1st down.
On 1st down, Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the 1st half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Not how you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
On play action, it's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And Chubbell trying the middle here. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done, that they'll go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 38 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete left side to Bateman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. After the interception, here's Wilson. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's taken down, but not reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. First down and
1st and 10. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Zach Wilson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Carr now on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he takes it in for a touchdown. Aaron Jones scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And it's 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Amber Thomas. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. In motion left goes Jones. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Jones now in motion left. Wilson will throw again. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 13-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed. And now here's another interception. Quincy Wilson with an INT. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not from him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw it, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Raiders force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And the throw left sideline is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw on target to Godwin here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Carr to throw again. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
And the Raiders first down.
Carr's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Carr to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that's going to be caught for a touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead down to 20. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. To try again after the sack. Wilson completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play action. Now it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr. And now here's another interception. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 55 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From the 6.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic movement on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
Now Carr again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, out back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Diggs going in motion right. Wilson wants to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, another interception.
This was not just the regular season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Chargers, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here.
Like a superstar, yeah. And I'm so tired of them playing with me.
Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nikes and Kais. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Guess why they use the box with me? Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoil little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I wouldn't crown the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I wouldn't crown the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in their raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I wouldn't crown the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I wouldn't crown the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game?
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man, we do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hook, send it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.